Boston. Today on Puritan Secrets, we have another amazing guest who goes by the name Hester Pridden. And she's coming back now from probably a pretty traumatizing 3 hours of standing on the scaffold. So everyone, please warmly welcome Hester Pridden. Hello, Hester.
Nice to meet you, ma'am.
All right, so it is truly a pleasure having you on the show, Hester. And I think one question I have for you is, what does that letter A that's been on your chest for so long mean?
This letter A is a daily reminder of the sins I have committed in the past. It stands for adultery. I had an affair with someone when my husband was away. My daughter Pearl is a result of this mistake, but she is no mistake. I love her very dearly. She is my everything.
That is truly touching. Very interesting.
Thank you.
So, but how has this letter affected you personally and maybe the relationships with people in your life?
This scarlet letter has alienated me from my community. When I walk past the town, the children make fun of Pearl and I. The letter in my bosom burns me. However, eventually I will make peace with myself and God.
I'm rooting for you, Hester. But I think what everyone wants to know is who is truly the father of Pearl?
My child has no natural father, but a heavenly one.
You see, Hester, that is where people get confused. People just don't believe that she has no biological father. So my team and I have come up with a solution for this.
And what is this so-called solution?
This new technology called DNA testing.
Wow.
So let's get to it. Hester, please join our resident doctor backstage who will conduct the test. Thank you.
It was nice meeting you. You too.
And after the break, we welcome Hester's beautiful daughter, Pearl Pridden. Anyone or a family member who has heart pain, give them arsenic tablets. These have been medically approved by a professional physician, Roger Chillingworth, my good friend. And as you will see now, he will pass me the tablet. Just chew for a few minutes, and as you will see, nothing will really happen to you, but common side effects are comatose and death. And thank you for watching. Welcome back, Boston, to Puritan Secrets. After that amazing interview with Hester, we learned so much about her, and I think now we shift our focus to Pearl Pridden. Hello, Pearl. It is a pleasure having you on the show. And so I think I had one question for you. And over the past few years, you've noticed your mother has had the letter A on her chest. And have you noticed this, and do you know anything about it?
My eyes have always been attracted to the letter A, also known as the scarlet letter, ever since I was a little baby. My mother, Hester, has always been hesitant to telling me the true meaning of this letter A. And every time I ask her, she's always been dodging it.
So, but have you discovered the true meaning of this letter?
No, my mother has always told me lies about the true meaning of the scarlet letter. One day on the beach, while I was playing on the sand and the leaves, I created a little A on my stomach, and my mother was still afraid to tell me the true meaning.
That is very surprising. Why would one's mother ever hide the truth about them? I've heard about your father as well. I've heard that's a pretty difficult situation. Do you have anything to say about that?
My mother has always been hanging around this man. I think the man's name is Arthur Dimmesdale. Mr. Dimmesdale is quite an intelligent young man, in which I learned to respect over the years. He shows affection towards me as if he was my father, but I'm not exactly sure why.
I see that this Dimmesdale man is being very nice to you and trying to treat you as his daughter. But I have also heard many things about this man named Roger Chillingworth.
I think that Chillingsworth is Dimmesdale's personal physician. That guy, he's a little crazy, if I do say so myself.
Has Chillingworth found out the reasons for his sufferings?
I have no idea what Chillingsworth and Dimmesdale are doing, and I have no idea if he's a good physician or not. Their relationship to me and my mother's seems quite awkward.
Oh, I see now. Is there anything else you would like to tell the audience today, Pearl?
No, sir. It was a pleasure of being on the show today.
It was also a pleasure having you. We will now head over to the commercial break, and next up is an interview with Roger Chillingworth.
My name is Arthur Dinsdale, and these are some lovely moccasins. Hey, look at my feet. I have them on right now. These are acquired by the lovely Indians in which I try to convert to Christianity. These are excellent during the wintertime as they're made out of deerskin and provide plenty of warmth to keep your feet nice and cozy.
Welcome back to Puritan Secrets, everybody. And now we are joined by our lovely guest, Roger Chillingworth. How are you? It's a pleasure to be with you today, sir. Now let's get right to it. Are you the husband of the beautiful Hester Prynne?
Yes, sir, I am.
And why didn't you come with her to America?
I had to settle some personal business back in Europe. When I came to New England, I was captured by a group of Indians. I've learned much about medicine, so I became a physician.
Wow. Is Pearl your daughter?
No, sir.
Then who is the father of this child?
I am not quite sure who is the father of Pearl, but it's my ultimate goal to find out who. I have been suspecting that man, Mr. Dimsdale, for a while now, and since I am his personal physician, I will build a bond between us. It will be my mission to discover more of his relationship with my beautiful wife, Hester.
Ah, I see, Mr. Chillingworth. And have you discovered anything in your time with Mr. Dimsdale?
I've been living with Mr. Dimsdale for quite some time now. While he was sleeping, I noticed a mark on his chest. It seemed like a very familiar mark, shaped like the letter A. He has committed adultery with my wife.
Whoa, buddy! Let's not jump to conclusions. What are your future plans with this man?
I plan to heal the Reverend Dimsdale. He has been suffering from an illness causing him chronic chest pains. I plan on treating him to the best of my ability with the medicine I'm giving him. However, it seems like my treatment has not been as effective as I thought.
Well, I see that your intentions are clearly only for the better.
Of course, I would never do anything to harm such a nice man like Mr. Dimsdale.
Well, thank you very much, and that is all the time we have with you today.
You're welcome. Anytime.
Next up, we have Reverend Arthur Dimsdale. Hi guys, it is John here, and I just have a new toy, and I just wanted to present it to you. This is called the Devil Repeller. Ever feel like the devil is coming your way? Use the Devil Repeller 2000 to keep it away. Welcome back to Puritan Secrets. We are now joined by guest Arthur Dimsdale. So how are you today, Mr. Dimsdale?
I am doing fairly well.
Excuse me. That is great to hear. So let's get right to it. I've heard many rumors, I'm sure the audience has as well, that you have committed an awful sin. Is this true?
Yes, sir. This statement is very true.
Well, what sin did you exactly commit that's leaving everyone puzzled?
I would like to keep this to myself. I'd rather not speak to the public about this situation.
What? Well, why not, Mr. Dimsdale? The audience is dying to know, and you can't keep it top secret for that long.
I came here to be on this lovely show, sir. I do not want to be harassed.
Alrighty then, Mr. Dimsdale, you have disappointed the public. I have also heard that you've had a relationship with Hester Prynne. Is this true as well? May you elaborate?
Yes. Hester Prynne is a very beautiful woman. She's also a very charming young lady in which I dearly love.
I see that you love Hester Prynne, but do you happen to know the real husband, or the so-called husband of Hester Prynne?
It is none of your business, sir. That is some classified information.
Do you know who the father of Pearl Prynne is?
Like I said before, it's some classified information.
I must say, it's pretty hard to get the truth out of you. So tell me, why did you decide to move to Bristol, England with your wife, Hester?
I wanted to move to Bristol, England in order to recover from my personal health problems. I have been suffering through some gruesome health problems recently, and I'm not exactly sure what the cause of it is. I want to start a fresh new life with someone I truly love, Hester Prynne.
Well, looks like we got some lovebirds over here. And I've heard you're a pretty busy man, Mr. Dimsdale, so tell me, did you have an affair with Hester Prynne?
No comment, sir. I am not answering that question.
Well, thank you everyone for tuning into Puritan Secrets today. Coming soon will be the results of the DNA test conducted by our resident doctor on Hester Prynne. We will soon find out who the true father of Pearl is. Welcome back, Boston. We are here to find out the true identity of Pearl's father. Now, let us welcome back Arthur Dimsdale and Roger Killingworth. Hello again, hello again. Hello. Hello. All right. Any last words, gentlemen, before we reveal
Madman,
these?
what is your purpose? Let us keep your father's identity in the past. Only God shall reveal the truth.
It is time for people to know the truth. I shall make peace with God and the world. May God forgive thee who thou have deeply sinned.
Very interesting. Now, drum roll, please. The father is Dimsdale.
This guilt has consumed me for years, and finally, I am relieved. God is merciful. Farewell.
I see there, Mr. Chillingworth. Have you discovered anything in your time with Mr. Dimsdale? As you can see here, he will now give me 2 of these tablets to try. Common side effects are comatose and death, but they're chewable, so really convenient. He will now demonstrate. He will give me a tablet. Common side effects are comatose and death. Yeah, so thank you for seeing this commercial. Oh, that's fucking stupid.
Oh,
How are you?
hello, bro.
So how are you today, Mr. Dimsdale?
I'm doing fairly well.
Alright, you're good? Welcome back, Boston. And now it is time to reveal the true identity of Pearl's father. I would like to welcome back. Okay,
Sorry.
sorry.